Welcome, agents. It is 11 April 2021, and it's what's happening in Division 2 time. Let's head to the lot of loot today. In DZ West, we have Eclipse Protocol. In South, we have Skill Attachments, and in the East, Bellstone Armory. West End, Sokolov's Concern. Federal Emergency Bunkers, Seska Veropa. Foggy Bottom, Light Machine Guns. Potomac Event Center, Overlord's Armament. Roosevelt Island is Gilligard. Lincoln Memorial, definitely want to hit this multiple times today. Providence Defense. If you don't have an awesome Providence Defense across the board, today's the day to do it. Crank up the difficulty and run through Lincoln Memorial multiple times. You'll get a lot of XP and you'll get some of the best equipment that you really need. Providence Defense goes so well with so many builds, headshots, crit damage, crit chance, and yes, it is a top tier items to have. Douglas and Harding in West Potomac Park. Murakami Industries in Tidal Basin. Rifles, Constitutional Hall. DCD,
Agent
True Patriot.
Backup.
Downtown West, Hannah U. Bank headquarters is submachine guns, so your backfire, your Lady Death, your Chatterbox. These are great places for those exotics, and a lot of named SMGs can pop up here, except for the exclusive DZ SMGs. This is definitely a must grind kind of mission today. Bank headquarters. Around the White House is Hunter's Fury. Downtown East, Grupo Sombra. Hardwired, Grand Washington Hotel. District Union Arena is the daily project, it looks like, and that is shotgun. So opportunities for the Scorpio and the Sweet Dreams are pretty high here at District Union. District Union's the shortest of the strongholds to do, but it is it's a middle range for one of the longer missions. It probably is the shortest of the long missions. It sounds oxymoric, but it's a good one to run through if you need either one of those shotguns. And the Scorpio goes very well with the Hunter's Fury, as does the Lady Death. Those are great things to have in your inventory. Federal Triangle is China Light. Jefferson Trade Center is Araldi Holdings. Backpacks, Viewpoint Museum today. East Mall, Wyvern Wear. American History Museum, Assault Rifles. Air and Space Museum, Aces and Eights. Capitol Building is the legendary this week, and it is Negotiator's Dilemma. Ongoing Directive in Southwest. Jefferson Plaza is Pistols, and Space Administration is Rieger. 511 Tactical Gear is in Judicial Square. Manning National Zoo, Tip of the Spear. Coney Island Amusement Park, Alps Summit. Coney Island Ballpark, Petrov's Defense. Camp White Oak, Foundry Bulwark. Pentagon, Fenris Group. DARPA is Marksmanship Rifles. Let's see what's going on in New York. In the Civic Center, we have Tip of the Spear, Tombs Gear System Mods, Gloves and Two Bridges, Golden Gear and Stranded Tanker, Badger Tough and Financial District, Body Armor Wall Street, Knee Pads at Liberty Island, Holsters at Battery Park, and Walker, Harris & Co. at Pathway Park. As we said earlier, today's seasonal pass project is the District Union Arena for that almost 500,000 experience bonus. So you're going to, again, as I say, every day you get whatever difficulty you run this on. So I run these on Legendary 3 to 5 directives. I pay somewhere between 513,000 experience to about 600 and some experience. Tack that onto the bonus here, and you're making about 1 million experience per run. On your daily project, Federal Emergency Bunker is our daily project with activities here in the West End. Some control points, donating to some control points, 3 activities, named gear on the West End. Now remember to do your hyena bounties wherever they pop up, and if they happen to be in the West End, you can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Weekly project, Air and Space Museum, Viewpoint Museum, Space Administration Headquarters, and Capitol Building. Legendary is Capitol. And we have our summit to do, 30 floors. And daily project looks like DZ West. So neutralize 5 agents in DC West, clear landmark, recover a drop, and extract at least 1 item from DZ West. The weekly is 6 conflict matches, win 2 of them, neutralize 20 agents, extract from 2 dark zones, and neutralize 10 agents in the dark zone. On to seasons. Here in season 5, we have only 1 active item, and that happens to be the Northeast League right now. And as you can see, we've done the hard and got 10 on those. DARPA was a challenge. We had a team that kind of hiccuped just slightly. I mean, just slightly. And we did go down at the last end, 3 of us, and we suffered for it. We just barely qualified for 7 out of 10. Now, the disorientating the hyenas, I put on a the pulse from the brain cloud here early in the morning. Hyena members disorientated, you can shoot their weak points on the rushers, the ladies with the baton that come at you. That will put that green cloud in it, and that will disorientate them. But how you do it even better is you have the gunner specialist and use the gunner specialist pulse, that Banshee pulse, and the Banshee pulse will disorientate them. And you, especially when they're coming out of a door, like they're at the end of Grand Washington Hotel where you got 5-6 people coming out of the door. If you Banshee pulse them at that time, you'll have 5 people disorientated right then and there, and it makes it easier for their team to kill. The bounties, this is a little bit more difficult. We've only done 7 here, but as you can see, this is a 2-week event. So even with the bounties being a little harder to deal with or to get, and DARPA being hard to max out the 10, we already have 49 points this week. And since it will reset Tuesday morning, we'll have another opportunity to finish up the 11 points we need to 100% this event. Now, doesn't mean that I won't try to get this done and complete as much as possible, especially try to get maybe if I have somebody on there that needs to get an exotic, I'll run those last missions with them, so I'll need 5 points. So those 5 points, if I don't do DARPA again, will take 5 more points to be 20 bounties. So I'll have to do another 13 bounties to get enough points this week to complete this event. And that's how that works. And then with me already running this, the first time the season's played this event back in season 1, instead of the backpack trophy, we get a second exotic. So that's what's going on there. And as we said, you want to grind and get as much done. If you do these multiple daily projects each day, just run those missions, you will find yourself gaining a level or 2 a day. And so that means if you gain 2 levels a day, it takes you 50 days, a month and a half to complete this. It's been a month and a half now. So just in 2 levels a day, you can easily acquire this 100. If you do 10 levels a day, that's 10 days. And you can play the math as you see. And that's not hard, especially with the double XP. You should be able to gain 10, 15, 20 video levels during that week. And talking about that, looking forward to it, we have another global event in just less than 48 hours, and that will be an opportunity to get yourself more of those stars, which you can turn into name caches or exotic caches. And in a week and less than 48 hours, we'll have another opportunity to go after one of the other missions again, and that'll be Saturn, and that'll be a double XP event. So for that week, for the first 10.5 million experience you gain, everything you gain will be double what it normally is. So that's what we're looking forward to down the road for the short term for Division 2. Again, there's always raids, there's always events like the legendaries, and there's a lot of content creators out there that really cover a lot of this stuff really well. And I ran with a group last night that wanted to do a legendary, and they had one way of doing it that was a little longer and slow and steady, but some of the builds didn't match with each other. Everybody had a decent build and a solid build, but together it just wasn't working. People had different styles. So I introduced them to a fellow content creator named GC Rock that had some great ideas for doing the summit, for doing legendaries, and of course the raids. And he's just one of many that dedicate to helping people across the board. And we're going to see a big feature on this channel for GC Rock coming up soon. Hopefully I'll get it out. But between all the activities on Outriders and all the Division 2 activities that we're keeping up on, we had a lot to cover. So that's what's happening in Division 2 today, and I hope you at least get some grinding in as well and enjoy the game. It's here, and hopefully we understand that the content that is being made for the game is coming sooner than later, but some people really estimate that it won't happen till closer to the end of the year. It's going to be a repeat and rinse, and hopefully that the game is so great that it's worth the wait. But there's no game like this. If you guys really play Division Two, you know it's unique in its own right, um, and it is kind of in a lull, especially with Outriders being a very popular new game. You will see a flash in the pan, a real push at the beginning, and then a pullback. It's just how games are. So you'll also see content creators of the more professional side, the 100 million subscribers. They're going to jump from game to game to game. What's hot? And nothing wrong with that. A lot of those guys can really crank out some great volume in a short time. And the reason why I tell you all this at the end here, what's happening in Division, is I make a series here in this game called Top 13 Content Creators, and it's made so you guys, the viewers, can see what content creators are really cranking out the videos that last week or a few weeks before, and you can kind of judge who's staying current with the game. Way back in the day, I used to hear a year ago, a lot of people would say, "Oh, uh, Marco Styles, my favorite content creator." Well, he hadn't made a video in almost a year at that point, and he was still one of the favorites. It would be like trying to root for Dale Earnhardt Jr. in NASCAR, and the man's retired, now on his second year. He's not going to win a race. He may come back once in a while to run a race here and there, how NASCAR works, but I don't even see him doing much of that. But the content creator that's there every week, grinding out, making videos, sure, they're trying to make a channel for themselves, but a lot of them are doing it to enjoy the game they love, to promote the game they love. Kamikaze Vondu was content creator of the year because he cranked out volume on a very consistent basis, week to week. Gamey Daddy was way up there because he made comment videos and asked you, the viewer, to kind of think about what was happening. Is this good? Is this bad? Do you like this? Do you not like this? Have you thought about this? Have you tried that? GC Rock, great job at doing coverage on the raids and legendaries and showing you how he does it. And then, of course, all those videos of those secrets that people on Reddit post out, and then he made them into videos so us people that watched YouTube videos could see that. And then, of course, we have the people doing daily videos like this, and anyway, we point that all together and we display that on Top 13. So I hope you become a big fan and supporter of the Top 13, because it's really promoting the game as a whole and the content creators that's putting a lot of work to bring you, the customer, the agent, the player, some information, maybe entertain you on some, and it gives you an opportunity to enjoy and understand your game even better. I am Bear Byers. This program is called Bear Essentials. This daily program is called What's Happening in Division 2. And I hope you have a blessed day and the RNG is on your side.
Backup request.
Until then, I will see you in the grind.